They say death comes for us all. But what if death had a face, a purpose, and a story you were never told? Stay with us. What you'll discover might change the way you see the end forever. Asterisk death. Inevitable, impartial, and eternal. But what if death had a face, the name, and a will of its own? Welcome, fellow seekers of myth and mystery. Hey everyone, and welcome back to Myth or Real, the channel where legends come to life. If you're into forgotten gods, dark myths, and epic tales from ancient times, you're in the right place. Today, we journey deep into the underworld to meet one of the most misunderstood figures in Greek mythology. Not Hades, not Charon, but his whispering shadow, the very embodiment of peaceful death. This is the story of Thanatos, the god of death. The forgotten twin of sleep, Thanatos was not born in chaos or violence like many others in the Greek pantheon. He emerged quietly, as if slipping through the veil of night itself. Born from Nyx, the primordial goddess of night, and possibly without a father, or, in some versions, fathered by Erebus, the personification of darkness, Thanatos came into existence alongside his twin brother, Hypnos, the god of sleep. Where Hypnos brings dreams, peace, and forgetfulness, Thanatos brings silence, stillness, finality. Not evil, just inevitably fair. Now here's where it gets interesting. Despite what modern horror tropes tell us, Thanatos wasn't evil. He wasn't a punisher or a tormentor. That job belonged to Hades, or the Furies, or even the judges of the underworld. Thanatos was mercy. He represented a gentle, inevitable death, especially to those who lived out their time. No scythe, no screams, just a touch, and the soul would drift free. But don't mistake mercy for weakness. Battles with heroes and gods, Thanatos, like many deities, had his share of run-ins with heroes. In Euripides' play Alcestis, we find Thanatos arriving to claim the life of Queen Alcestis, who had offered herself in place of her husband, King Admetus. But before Thanatos could take her soul, who shows up? Yep, Heracles. Drunk, sweaty, and furious at death. They fight. Not a metaphorical one, a real throwdown. And surprisingly, Thanatos loses. Heracles forces him to retreat, saving Alcestis. It's one of the rare myths where death himself gets punched. Literally. The Sisyphus trick, then there's the infamous Sisyphus. The trickster king who cheated death, not once, but twice. Sisyphus captured Thanatos using cunning and chains. With death bound, nobody could die. Battles raged, yet corpses refused to fall. The natural order collapsed. Eventually, Ares, the god of war, got sick of his bloodless battles and freed Thanatos, restoring death to the world. Lesson? Never mess with the paperwork of the underworld. Thanatos is often depicted as a young man, winged and solemn, carrying an inverted torch, a symbol of life extinguished. Sometimes he's shown with a sword, but rarely in battle. He appears in tombstones, funerary art, and Roman mosaics. But, in truth, he faded from the spotlight. Why? Because death is not a god people like to worship. They fear it, deny it, avoid naming it. So Thanatos became a symbol more than a presence. Hidden truths about Thanatos. Here are a few things you might not know about Thanatos. He had daughters, possibly the Charis, spirits of violent death, bloodthirsty and savage, unlike their father's calm demeanor. He's mentioned in Orphic texts as part of sacred rites. His presence invoked not with dread, but with respect. His name lives on in psychology. The Thanatos drive, coined by Freud, symbolizes our subconscious pull toward death and destruction. Why Thanatos matters today, in a world obsessed with youth, immortality, and denial of death, Thanatos reminds us that death is not the enemy. He is the final act, the curtain call, the soft breath before silence. Understanding him means understanding the cycle of life itself. Like, subscribe, and join the myth if you enjoyed today's tale from the shadows. Hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't. It helps the channel immensely and it doesn't cost you a thing. And tell me in the comments, who's your favorite mythological figure? Kings, warriors, demons, angels, or strange creatures of lore? I want to hear all about them. Final farewell. Thanatos walks beside us all, not in fear, but in silence. Not to take, but to guide. He is not the villain of the story. He is the end of the story. This has been Myth or Real. Until next time, keep seeking the truth in legend.